Welcome to Revs IT. There are many things I need to pull together for this channel to set it up and get things going. One of the things I need is a Bluetooth headset. I've been doing quite a bit of research lately and I've come to the conclusion really that the best value for money out there at the moment for a budget headset is this, the Fodsports M1S Pro. So we're going to take a look at this today, unbox it and set it up. So let's have a good look at this then and get it set up. There are a few bits of information on the outside here. It says group intercom mode for up to 8 riders, and it does claim a 2-kilometer distance, but that's not from one rider to the next. It's from one to the next in line to the next in line. It's like a mesh system. So you've got 8 riders over a 2-kilometer distance. It can be used while charging, which is very useful, because if the battery gets low, you can actually plug in a power bank. CVC digital noise reduction. There are updates online. This has got the newest update. I have opened it and checked it already. Play music. You can, of course, stream from your phone. Also, there is a input jack, so you can plug an MP3 player in. 30mm speakers. 20 hours working time. I don't know why that says that on there, because the actual working time it says for phone is 12 hours and for intercom is 10 hours, and it has voice prompt function, which means it actually tells you when the battery is getting low and things. There's a few bits and pieces extra there. You can plug in the various items like walkie-talkie. It's weatherproof. It actually says it's waterproof, so we'll come to see some anti-noise technology. 20 hours again it says, but I don't believe it is 20 hours. On the other side it just says it's for others rather than the Japan market. So let's get this open and have a look at the unit itself. So I'm going to take out the usual gumph, the manual for setting it up. Now if you watch my other channel, Take It Out, you'll see that I usually throw these in the drawer of obscurity. Sometimes it pays to actually check on them though, but I believe that if a product is good, you shouldn't need a manual to actually use it. It should be quite straightforward. I think in this case, so we may need to consult the manual on a few things. What else we got in here? Got the actual manual itself. And then we got the unit. This is the main Bluetooth unit. It's quite light. It's not extremely light. It's got some weight to it, so it must have a fairly decent battery inside it. On the outside then, I don't know if you can see, but you've got the main user interface buttons. This here is the push to talk for when you're receiving a phone call and so on. This here is the volume up down, and then you have the connection button, and to connect to devices I believe you press both this button and the use button as well. On the bottom we have, if I can get my other hand in, the USB charging port with a rubber grommeted cover, and then on the other side you have the input output, I believe input output. I haven't checked the manual yet, but I'm assuming it has the 3-prong or 3-barred prong for something like a microphone headset lead that you usually see with mobile phones, so you've got the microphone as well as the speaker out. On the back there you have the interface that goes to the earphones or the speakers and the microphone. Nothing really on the top apart from a little groove there, which is for when you're using it with a clip, and a little bit there so you can just clip it in if you're using the clip on the helmet. Usually you have a little plate that goes on the helmet, screws into the bottom, and then you can just clip this in and off. I'm not going to do that with this. I'm going to actually use some 3M tape, because the helmet I've got, the LS2 that you saw at the beginning, the actual gap underneath is a bit difficult because it curves underneath, so you can't actually get inside as you would with the other types of helmet. So what else is in the box here? Nice bit of foam. Let's put that over there. So let's just tip this all out. Quite a lot in here. So So here's that bracket I was telling you about. For those of you who've used headsets before, you'll know all this already. So no apologies, this is a video really for the bare beginner like me, setting up things from the very start. So again, these just fit together to go on the helmet to clip on the unit. So usually you'd use this part here, fit it onto the helmet with the little screw to hold it on, and then slide it in, and then this part, the main unit, fits onto here. So you push that in to there and then push that on there, and it's really securely held on then onto the helmet. As I said, I'm going to use 3M tape on this rather than the actual metal piece, as it won't fit on my helmet. You do get some double-sided 3M sticky pads to go with it. I should put these in sight really, shouldn't I? So you can see what's in it all together. Next, and let's go for this one next, is it? Right, and so in the next packet we have what looks like the charging cable. So it's actually but it's a 3 to 2. So I will have to change that for a micro 3 to 3 to be able to use it with my audio recorder, which I'm hoping to be able to do. It obviously gives the microphone out as well as the audio out. So that's interesting. Okay. In this packet then, we have the microphone, which is absolutely tiny. So that's the microphone, and to connect that we need the next set of wires, which are in this packet. So again, we've got some Velcro type tape this time. Put that up there. Velcro tape again for the headsets, and then double-sided sticky as well. So what we have unusually is double-sided sticky tape for the actual headphones when you're putting them in, but also a Velcro. Now, does it already have Velcro on the back of the earphones? So yes, there is. There's Velcro on the back of the earphones. So you can, if you've got less room in your helmet, it's a bit tight for space, you can just use the thinner version on the back there. I'm just going to put those on the back of there for now, so I don't lose them, because these are the ones I want to use. It's a bit tangled up. So let's get the other one. So they'll stay on there. Let's untangle this and have a look. I did notice we've got the hard microphone, the gooseneck type, as well as the other one, and I'm trying to figure out how you plug this one into this loom. Is there a way of doing that? So let's have a look. I get the microphone first. So does this unplug? Yes, it does. Then you can just plug that one in if you want to use that one instead. I'll be basically trying out both of them to see which one gives the better sound. We'll leave that one plugged in there for now. So that's the two headphones, the microphone, and that's the connector that goes in the back of the unit. And then we have the separate microphone, the charge cable, the audio out, hopefully audio in and out, microphone in and out. Be very useful for recording, and then the fixing kits. So that's unpacked. The next thing we need to do, I've left one more piece in there. Look, here's another piece again. There you go, another bit of Velcro. Next thing to do then is to try pairing it up with the phone and the GPS that I've got and see how that goes. So here I've gathered together all the bits and pieces I want to pair up with the unit. I've got my mobile phone, I've got my Garmin GPS, and we're going to see just how easy it is to pair them all up. Now normally on these you press and hold the multi-use button to switch it on, but on this one you have to press and hold both the connection button and the multi-use button to switch it on. And now it's on. I press and hold the Wi-Fi button to switch it into pairing mode. Do a scan on the phone. And there it is, the Fodsports M1S Pro, and we pair it. Okay. And it's paired. Simple as that. So now we have the phone paired. Let's pair up the GPS. So move the phone out of the way. So we go down to Bluetooth, and to connect this now, press and hold the select button. It goes into search mode. It's found it. So is it going to connect it? It says reconnect pending. And it's connected, and that's all set up. So now both the phone and the Bluetooth headset and the GPS are all connected together. So phone calls, music, whatever comes through from the phone, which is then hopefully interrupted by any GPS instructions from the sat-nav. So that's the setting up of the Fodsports. The other thing is audio. So if I turn the sound all the way up, I'll just get my phone a moment and let's just find if I can find something to play that won't get me demonetized. One of my own videos perhaps. So that's now playing, and yes, I can get the two headphones. Don't know if you can hear that very well. Can I increase the volume? That's working perfectly. So, just close that. So that's all set up. The next thing then is fixing it to the helmet, but that's for the next video.